Welcome. I'm Rhett, a benefits consultant. Today, let's talk about why most employers focus on the renewal increase. Now, that is the obvious number, but it's not the real problem. The real problem is the new baseline that the renewal creates, because every healthcare renewal does more than raise next year's cost. It resets the starting point for every renewal after it. A 12% increase this year does not just hurt this year, it gets baked into your cost structure. Then next year renewal is calculated from that higher number. Now that's how healthcare spend compounds inside a business, quietly, year after year. And here's where the employers get trapped. Traditional carriers rarely reset your baseline downward in a meaningful way. Even when claims improve, employers often don't see the full benefit. The carrier controls the data, the carrier controls the pricing story, and the carrier, well, they control the renewal math. Switching carriers may create temporary relief, but it does not automatically fix the problem, because if the underlying cost drivers are not being managed, the new carrier eventually becomes the next version of the same issue. That's why CFOs, owners, and employers need to stop treating healthcare like an annual insurance negotiation. Healthcare is now a controllable operating expense. Now, the better question is not how do we get a better renewal? The best question is what's driving our healthcare and pharmacy spend, and how do we lower the baseline before it compounds again? Now, that means looking at claims data, pharmacy spend, stop loss exposure, carrier margin, broker compensation, and the plan structure. When you manage those levers, you create better outcomes, lower healthcare and pharmacy spend, less renewal volatility, and a stronger bottom line. Because once the baseline moves up, your company has to operate more revenue. Because once the baseline moves up, your company has to generate more revenue just to stand still. And that's the warning. If you don't control healthcare spend eventually controls the business. Send me a message if you're ready to control your healthcare spend before it starts controlling your business.